Okay, good morning. So now we will be looking at the homework out of exercise 12.8. So what did you say? What is the issues there? Number 5. Aren't you supposed to do even numbers? 5 and 9 is odd. You didn't do 5 and 9? Yeah. Okay. So we'll start over there with 5 and 9. What else did you need it to do? What is the problems with the odd numbers? Oh, sorry, with the even numbers. 10. Anything else? So 5, 9 and 10. So was there any problems with the assignment I gave you? The revision exercise? Did you guys get all right? So there were the problems with the revision exercise as well? Okay. We'll have a look at that now. Just hang on. Okay, out of exercise 12.8, number 5. Page. What page is this? $283. Okay. We are told that a mother invests 9,000 rand in a savings account when her 2 daughters are 7 and 10 years old. She pays each of them 15,000 rand in the year that they turn 21. The interest paid on the savings is 11% per annum compounded annually, so per year. Let's calculate how much money will be in the savings account after she had paid her youngest daughter. So the best I would suggest you do here is to draw a number line. Well, not a number line, a timeline. So initially she makes a deposit of 9,000 rand. Can you see that? She makes initial deposit of 9,000. So if the one daughter is 7 years old and the other one is 10 years old, who's going to turn 21 first? The 10-year-old child. How many years later will she turn 21? 11 years later. So that takes you to 11. Can you see that? How many years later would the 7-year-old child be 21? 14 years. So from start to end is 14 years. You guys understand? The interest is 11% per annum, compounded annually. So that is, she's paying 15,000. So do I indicate with a plus or minus? Minus why? So it's a deduction. Not so? It's a withdrawal, in other words. Once she has made this 5,000 rand withdrawal, they want to know what amount is she left with at that point. You guys understand the scenario? Okay. Is this where the problem was? Yes, okay, so I'm going to do it for you. So there's the variation, and of course I'm going to subtract that 5,000. So in other words, I'm going to have 1 to a formula. That's so. Then we have 2 a formula. So what's the formula I'm going to use? A is equal to p into 1 plus I to the exponent n. Why do I use this formula? It's compounding. Okay. So what do we have? 9,000 into 1 plus 0,11 to the exponent. Sorry? 11. So it is 11 years. Put that in the calculator. So it's 9,000 into 1 plus 0,11 to the exponent 11. That gives you 28,300 65,82. But what happens at this point? You are drawing 15,000. So indicate that with minus. So your P value now changes to 28,365 rand and 82 cents minus 15,000. Gives you a new P value of so you say answer minus 15,000. Gives you 13,365 rand and 82 cents. Which makes that now your new P value at that point. That's it? Your A2, that's A1, so A2. It's going to give you 13,365 and 82 cents into 1 plus 0,11 to the exponent. How many years is it from T11 to T14? 3 years. Okay? Which now gives us, again we press answer. So that's your 13,365 rand that was calculated. The last answer calculated when you press answer into 1 plus 0,11 to the exponent 3. Your 18,279 rand and 50 cents. So what happens now? With minus. So your total amount is going to be 18,279 and 50 cents minus the 15,000 she's giving to the younger child. Is going to be answer minus 15,000. Gives her a balance of 3,272 rand. 3,272 rand. 79 rand. And 50 cents. Does it make sense, people? Okay. Let's look at question 9. So we are told in question 9, Mrs. Pillai receives 30,000 rand in commission at the beginning of the year. You guys know what commission is, no? You don't know. When you're selling something for argument, the commission can be formed in different, it can take in different forms. But one common form of commission is that what salespeople get. So say for argument's sake, you sell a house, if you're an estate agent, you sell a house, you get, say, 7.5% commission on that house. So if you sell a house and you're a real estate agent, and the house costs 1.2 million, 1,200,000, and you get 7.5%. I think that is a bit high. I think it's 4% if I'm not mistaken. Say it's 4%. So you multiply that by 4 over 100. So what happens is, if you work for any estate agent company, say you're not working for your own, you're working for a company, then what happens is you get what you call a basic. So they give you 10,000 rand every month as a basic salary. So if you sell no houses that month, then how much are you earning for the month? 10,000. Not so. However, if you have sold a house worth 1.2 million or 1,200,000, then on that house alone you're going to get 48,000 rand. Can you see that? So this is your commission plus your basic of 10,000, which is going to come to 58,000. You understand? But normally for your housing to be registered and the money to come through, it normally takes about 3 months. Okay, so if you sell a house and everything is confirmed today, only 3 months from now the estate agent gets his money. You understand? But remember now, you sold other houses 3 months ago. You understand? So it's a continuous commission that gets added. Whereas other sales companies, where they're working on cash basis, okay, you get your commission immediately, because the money is in immediately. Not so. So at the end of the day, say you're a salesperson and you're working at, say, Hi-Fi Corporation. I don't say they get commission, but say they do. What happens is they get maybe 200 rand a day, and whatever they sell, so worth of merchandise, you get a kickback of 15% or 10%. On all the sales you do, you get 10% back, 10% commission. So if you had made 50,000 rand sales for that day, 10% of 50,000 rand is 5,000. Not so. So at the end of the day, you will get paid 200 plus at 5,000. 5,200. You guys understand? So your commission is part of the sale that is made. You'll get the kickback off. Okay? You guys understand? And then you get that guys that signs you up for gym and all of those stuff. They get those commission. Now some industries you get commission only. Now like tips is also considered as part of that industry. No? Some people get commission only. Okay? Like some people sell cars, car sales, they get commission only. Okay, then you get, as I explained to you, that of the housing, that is commission plus your basic. Okay? And whereas other people again gets basic only. You understand? So the idea of giving you a commission is for you to perform better. Okay, so if you're going to get paid a commission, then that's mean to say the better you perform, the bigger you kick back. Not so. So if you're in the real estate industry, then you're going to try and sell as many houses as you can. Why? Because so that you can get a bigger commission, a better commission. And that's how it is. Okay, so they give you that incentive to want to sell it and want to do well, or want to do more, so that you can get more. Not so. And that's the idea of commission. Alright, so we are told that Mrs. Pillay received 30,000 in commission at the beginning of the year and invests money to pay for an annual holiday. At the end of each year, she withdraws 9,000 rand for her holiday. The interest paid on the savings is 9.5% for the first 2 years. So again, timeline is being set up here. And it is then decreased to now 8% per annum, compounded annually for the remaining period. So the interest rate dropped here. The question says, determine the number of years that this savings will provide the full amount for an annual holiday. Okay? So in other words, we must calculate how many years she can pull 9,000 Rand from this account. Not so, how many years successively, one year after the other, can she pull or withdraw 9,000 Rand. So if we set up the timeline here, let's make this a bit smaller. So T0, so she deposits 30,000 Rand. So T1, she withdraws 9,000 Rand. Not so. T2, she withdraws 9,000 Rand again. T3, again 9,000 Rand. T4, 9,000 Rand. So that already gives you 3, 9, 18, 27, 36. So there's already 36,000 she's withdrawing. Okay? So I would say it's about 4 or 5 years, or 6 years. Close, there and down. Okay? Depends also the interest rate. The interest rate seems to be fairly low. So I would say about 4 or 5 years. Okay? I could be wrong. But we are going to substantiate the calculation to either acknowledge or disprove my claim at this point. Okay. So what happens is we need to consider the 30,000 Rand. It draws in interest, then we pull the 9,000 Rand from the account. Then we take that principal after drawing the 9,000 Rand, draws in interest, and then withdraws 9,000 Rand again. Not so. Then what happens thereafter? He's going to draw in interest again for another year, and then we withdraw 9,000 Rand again. Then he draws in interest for another year, and so on and so on. You all understand? Anybody that's confused here? No. Right. So in this case, it's going to be for the first A formula, it's going to be P into 1 plus I to the exponent N. My interest rate for the first 2 years, I forgot to write that in. The interest rate for the first 2 years is going to be 9.5% per annum compounded annually. And then for the remaining period, it's going to be 8.8% per annum compounded annually. Okay, so what was the problem here? Again, the timeline. Did you guys manage to draw the timeline like this? Did you get the sum right? Okay, so the timeline wasn't the issue. You all got the timeline right? Yes, okay. So let's go with it. As I said, you're going to use the formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent N. So I'm going to consider the first year. So it's going to be 30,000 Rand into 1 plus 0,095 to the exponent 1. So let's work that out. 30,000 Rand into 1 plus 0,095 to the exponent 1. You 32,850 Rand. Sorry? 32,850 Rand. So what happens now? The P value changes. So you say P is equal to 32,850 Rand minus 9,000 Rand. Okay? That gives you minus 9,000 Rand. That will give you 23,850 Rand. 23,850 Rand. Okay? Which now becomes a P value at this point. Not so? Becomes a principal value at that point. So A2 is going to be 23,850 Rand into 1 plus 0,095. Again to the exponent 1. Because it's drawing interest for 1 year. So that gives me an A2 value. And 1 plus 0,095 to the exponent 1. You didn't have to put that in there. It's going to give you an answer of 26,115 Rand. 26,115 Rand, comma, 75 cents. So what happens now? You draw an interest again, and you draw your 9,000 Rand again. Minus 9,000. K means 1,000, not so. So you subtract 9,000. That gives us 17,115 Rand. 17,115 rand and 75 cents. People, which now becomes the principal at this point. Not so. So what happens now? A3 is going to give you 17,115 rand and 75 cents. Into 1 plus 0,09. The interest rate changed here, not so. So it's 0,08 to the exponent 1. Okay? So it's the answer into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 1. That gives you 18,000. Okay, did I make a mistake? Sorry? No. Okay, now are you murmuring at the back? Okay, you all agree with that? So what happens now? You draw an interest, but what happens now? You're going to withdraw another 9,000 rand. So P is equal to 18,485 rand and 1 cent minus 9,000. So your answer minus 9,000 gives us 9,485 rand. 9,485 rand and 1 cent. So that's a principal lying here now. Not so. So what's going to happen now? We're drawing interest again for 1 year. That's A4 equals 9,485 rand and 1 cent into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 1. So use answer into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 1. Is with 10,000 and 24 rand and 10,243 rand and 81 cents. But what happens now at this point? You draw again a 10. In which year are we now at? 4. So that is 1, 2, 3. We just did this calculation now, okay? So what happens now? We're drawing another 9,000. Okay? Which gives me my total value. My total in the account after 4 years at 10,243 rand. 10,243 and 81 cents minus 9,000 rand. Which gives me a total of 1,243 rand and 81 cents. 1,243 rand and 81 cents. Alright? You understand? What's wrong, micronation? Why are you so confused?
I'm not very confused. It's just the answer in the textbook says it's 4 years.
4 years. It is 4 years. So remember, it's going there, this is A1, that was 1 year. 2 years, that was A2, A3, A4. So if you look at the question, it tells the number of years. So to answer the question, it is therefore 4 years. But this amount here is the amount that is lying at this point here. After that 9,000 rand is withdrawn, they have in the account 1,243 rand, must be lying there, and 81 cents. That's the balance she has after withdrawing. The fourth year is 9,000 rand. Make sense? Any other confusion? Yes?
So,
Yes?
Is there a way to do this calculation with the method that you do as well,
Yes. I can show you the method now. We just wrap B quickly up. So I can take all of this off. So B says, how much additional money would you need at the end of the following year to make up the 9,000 rand? So that's going to be at the end of year 5. So how are we going to work that out? You just say 9,000 minus his answer. You all agree with that? It's wrong. You must collect an interest first 1 year. Not so? So we say A is equal to, for A5 now, the 5th year, A is equal to 1,243 and 81 cents into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 1. That goes next to that, no? I think we'll be cut off at this point. Yeah, I don't want to click here, otherwise I can't get out again. So A5 is going to be that answer into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 1. It gives you 1,343 rand. 1,343 rand and 22 cents. 32 cents. So the amount needed, the shortfall. You guys know what shortfall is, no? What is short from the total amount? It's going to be 9,000 minus that answer of 1343,32. It will be 9,000 minus that answer. Whoops. So she has a shortfall of 7,656 rand and 68 cents. Okay, you guys understand? Any confusion? Comment? No? Okay, now coming back to the method that I've done. Let's take this out here. So, what happens is, remember this is a guesstimation. I came to an answer of 4 years, or 5 years, no? 2, 4 years. So, what I do is I say, okay, let's say it's 4 years. It lasts for 4 years. So I'm going to stop here. If it is that the answer is over 9,000 rand, then I must go to T5. Make sense? If it's less than 9,000 rand or a negative number, I've taken it too far. Not so. Not less than, but if it's negative. So my A total, remember I'm going to consider 3,000 rand for 4 years. You see that? So I go 3,000 rand, 30,000 sorry, into 1 plus. And I must take it to the, remember I highlighted that. You take it to the point where the interest rate changes. Remember I said that, no? So that's going to give you 0,095. For how many years this for? For 2 years. Into a further 2 years, drawing an interest rate at 8%. No? So it's going to be 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 2. So in other words, I've considered the 30,000 Rand from start to the end of 4 years, as if it's a straight investment. Then what I do is I then take off the 9,000 Rand for 1 year. So you say minus 9,000 Rand for 1 year. So it's 1 plus 0,095 to the exponent 1. And then throwing that interest for a further 2 years at 0,08. So it's 1,08 for 2 years. Then, so I've considered that 9,000. Now let's consider another 9,000. So minus 9,000. But that is now straight compounding of 8%. So 0,08 to the exponent. How many years is this for? 2 years. Now say for instance you are a person who said, okay, I would think it would stop here. So let's disprove what I'm trying to show you earlier on. You're going to say 30,000 into 1 plus 0,095 to the exponent 2 times 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 2 minus 9,000 into... Sometimes the sum is going to be too long for you to do the calculation as well. No? So then you must break it up as well. So it's 1 plus 0,095 to the exponent 1 into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 2. The 95. Sorry, my mistake. Did I make a mistake earlier on as well? Huh? You know. So it's going to be 9,000 into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 2. You see, so she still has money left after the second 9,000 Rand withdrawal. Can you see that, people? So you do it another 2 times. As we know, the answer is 4 anyway. So that is the first withdrawal, that's the second withdrawal. Okay? So let's go with minus 9,000 into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 1. Minus, so it's going to be that one for 1 year. Can you see that? No, it's from there to there. That's the first 9,000, that's the second 9,000, that's the third 9,000. So you're going to, for the fourth 9,000, so you're going to be 9,000 into 1 plus 0,08. So it's just minus 9,000, sorry. Because a year, at the end of the fourth year, that is at that point I can't take another 9,000 out. Okay? So let's just add that. Minus 9,000 into 1 plus 0,08 to the exponent 1. Right? Minus another 9,000. Which gives me 1,243 Rand. So the 8 total after 4 years. Okay? The total after 4 years of throwing 9,000 Rand is going to give you 1,243,81. Can you see that? Does it make sense? Right. But as I said, the more the weaker learner prefers the first method that I did, because they can see exactly, or the average learner can see exactly how to approach the sum with these variations. Okay. Let's look at the last one before the bell rings now. What's the next topic we need to look at? Measurement. Did we start on measurement yet? No. So I'm going to give you a revision exercise on measurement for tomorrow's lesson. Okay. Right. So dealing with grade 9 measurement. Okay. Guys are almost the stars of the school that year, must know, when you were in grade 9. You guys were the best, the best grade 9 ever. And you produced the best results and all of it. What happened last year, no? It's the reality. Yes. Okay, but anyway, but I was thinking I must give you this year's grade 9 test so that I can see you guys are ranked. No? I'm sure you're going to do better than most of that. But anyway, so we are told that Mr. Maseko, did I say that right? Yep. Not Matreko? No, Mr. Maseko. Okay, definitely not Matreko. Okay. Takes out a loan of 120,000 rand to start a small business. At the end of the first year, he repays 50,000 rand. Mr. Maseko is not a maths teacher, okay? The maths teacher can't repay so much money. Only joking. We need maths teachers, no? For those of you who wants to become a maths teacher? Huh? Only a tutor, not a teacher. Teacher get paid too little money. Is that what you say? What do you say? Yes, you get paid too little money. Okay. Let's talk to the government about it. No? But we need teachers. No? Good teachers. Just remember, when you guys are maths teachers, the students won't be like you guys. The students will be students that wants to do well, that wants to work. No? Or you guys are like it. Okay, good. Right, at the end of the first year, he pays 50,000. So let's say this 120,000 rand is in the positive. Okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the repayments with minus. Okay, so I'm going to minus 50,000 rand. Make sense? Then he pays back another 50,000 rand at the end of second year. So that takes us to T2. So it's minus 50,000. His final payment is made at the end of the third year. So that takes us to T3. Not so. The final payment is the amount he owes at that point. Not so? Calculate the final payment if the interest charge is 9% per annum, compounded annually on the money outstanding on the loan. I'll do both ways for you. So the first one, which formula do I use? I always write down the formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus I to the exponent n. Why that formula? Compounding. Not so. So it's going to be 120,000 into 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent. How many years is this for? 1 year. Then what happens is, for the principal, I take its answer and a minus 50,000. Not so. So that's going to give us 120,000 into 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 1. So it's going to be 130,000 800. Okay? So it's going to be 130,000 800 minus 50,000. Gives us 80,000. 80,000 800. Okay, you all okay with that? So what happens now? At this point, it's going to draw another year's interest. Not so? So A2 is equal to 120,000 into, not 120, sorry. What's the principal at this point? 80,800 into 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 1. So that gives us answer into 1 plus 0,09 to the exponent 1. Going to be 88,072 rand. 88,072 rand. Not so? So what happens now? What happens now, people? He's going to repay you another 50,000 rand. You guys following? Yes. So it's going to be 88,072 rand minus 50,000. Gives me a P value at that point. Minus 50,000. Of 38,072 rand. So is that the amount he owes in his last payment? No. What's going to happen? 0.72. So that's the amount lying here. That's the amount of money lying there. So of course he's going to draw in interest for the last year. Okay? So your A3, your total, is going to be 38,072 rand into 1 plus 0.09, the exponent 1. So it's going to be 38,072 rand into 1 plus 0.09 to the exponent 1, which gives you 41,000 and 498, 48. Right, you guys understand? So what was the confusion in this sum? What was the confusion here? Just confusing in general. But will you be able to get it right in the exam now? Yes. Okay. You're not going to get it right if you're not going to practice. Yes? Okay, I'm going to show for for the benefit of the micronation the other method. Is that okay? Is that okay, people? Yeah. I like the other method. Why? Because I don't like writing so many numbers and all that. And we'll press the calculator so often. No? So I just do the whole thing in one step. So let's go. A total. What I want to punch in now? What should I write? Come help me out here. We're going to take the 220,000 to the end. Where would I stop? If there's a variation, where would I break the interest calculation? When it's a change in interest. So I'll take it to the change in interest point. Is there a change in interest there? No, so I can take it straight. Okay? So it's going to be 120,000 rand into the interest rate 0.09 to the exponent. How many years is that? 3. So I've considered this here now. Can you see that? No. I've considered this. Now what? I must consider the withdrawal, the payment of the 50,000 rand. So it's going to be 50,000 into 1 plus 0.09 to the exponent 2. You all agree with that? Yes. Minus another 5,000 rand. 50,000 into 1 plus 0.09, the exponent 1. So I consider that for 1 year. Did you see that, people? Let's do that in the punch up the calculator. This is 120,000. That is 1 too many. Into 1 plus 0.09 to the exponent 3 minus 50,000 into 1 plus 0.09 to the exponent 2 minus 50,000 into 1 plus 0.09 to the exponent 1. Gives me 48,498 rand and 41,000. Let me confuse you with the numbers. 498 rand and 48 cents. Much neater, isn't it? Much neater. And yeah, you'll get the full 5 marks either way. You get the sum right, of course, no? Catching on nonsense is another thing. Alright. So the bell is going to ring now. Let me just save this. Yes?